Have you seen the offer that Elon Musk has made to Twitter? He wants to buy all the outstanding shares of Twitter. He wants it to be a private company so he can make the changes he wants to make. And how do I know that? Because I've looked at the SEC filing that Elon Musk made. We're going to take a look at the proposal that he made, the offer to Twitter. We're going to look at the text that Elon Musk sent to the chairman of Twitter. We're going to look at what the chairman sent, the CEO sent to Elon Musk, because it's all in the filing, the most recent filing that Elon Musk made with the SEC. Hi there, I'm Michelle Hagan. I'm a legal analyst and a former prosecutor. And you may recognize me because I provided a lot of coverage, legal analysis on the Elizabeth Holmes case. And by the way, there was also a lawsuit filed against Elon Musk last week regarding securities fraud. The plaintiff, who was an investor in Twitter, alleges that Elon Musk made material misrepresentations or omissions because he failed to file an SEC form, a disclosure form, disclosing his percentage of ownership in Twitter. And this plaintiff claims that they were damaged because they sold their stock before it became public knowledge that Elon Musk was increasing his ownership in Twitter. And this plaintiff lost out on the profit because the stock took off, according to the plaintiff. And you want go look at that video I did. It's Examining the Elon Musk lawsuit, where the plaintiff claims that they lost out on the profit, approximately 27% profit. And you can make the call whether you think it was a filing mistake, that he didn't file it on time, or whether it's fraud or what. But this video, we're going to look at what was the offer that Elon Musk made to Twitter, to buy out Twitter, and what was the response so far. So we'll see. All right, so let's take a look. I'll show you the recent filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which they're required to file these things. And you'll note here, it says U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. It says Amendment Number 2 to Schedule 13D. If you go back to the prior lawsuit I did on examining the Elon Musk Twitter investor lawsuit video, you'll see that I show you the initial filing, which is Form Schedule 13G. There was another one that was filed in that video as well, and this is the third one, but it's actually an amendment too. So it's a second amendment, second time they are adding additional information. And this was due to an event that happened on April 13th. Now, the video I did on examining the lawsuit was filed the day before this form 13D, this schedule was filed, because this schedule was filed the day after that lawsuit. So what is the information that we're going to learn? We're going to look at the offer. All right, so you can go ahead and read this. Reporting person is Elon Musk. He's again saying he has 73 million shares of Twitter he owns. It's approximately 9.1% ownership of Twitter. And they're saying here that this statement on Schedule 13D amends Schedule 13D, the prior amendment that I showed you in the previous video, that was filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission on April 5th, as amended on April 11th, and then this is like the third revision, or the third amendment too. So they're adding information every time they're filing. All right, so what's the purpose of this transaction? So it's amended and restated in its entirety to read as follows. On April 13th, the reporting person, who's Elon Musk, delivered a letter to the issuer, which is Twitter. The letter, which contained a non-binding proposal, that's the offer, to acquire all of the outstanding common stock of Twitter not owned by Musk, for all cash, valuing it $50.20 per share. And they say it represents a 54% premium over the closing price on January 28th, the trading day before Musk began investing in Twitter. And if you look at the prior video, you'll see that I go through Schedule I, which shows you on January 31, that's when he started investing in Twitter, and then he was buying millions and millions shares of Twitter. So they're also saying that it also represents the $54.20 per share offer that Elon Musk is currently making Twitter to buy all the outstanding shares. That also represents a 38% premium over the closing price on April 1st. Now, April 1st, again, is before he filed the April 4th disclosure when the purchase price jumped for Twitter, right? So again, look at my prior video. That'll fill you in. So he says that this proposal is non-binding and once structured and agreed upon would be conditioned upon, among other things, 1, receipt of any required governmental approvals, confirmatory legal, business, regulatory, accounting, and due diligence, negotiation and execution of a definitive agreement, and completion of anticipated financing. And then he says there can be no assurances that a definitive agreement with respect to the proposal will be executed. In other words, he doesn't know if they're going to accept this. And that he reserves the right to withdraw the proposal or modify the terms at any time. If the proposed transaction is completed, the common stock would become eligible for termination with the Securities and Exchange and would be delisted from the New York Stock Exchange. In other words, he's taking it private. It's going to be a private company. The reporting person has engaged Morgan Stanley to handle as a financial advisor. You can go ahead and read this. And it's also saying that he intends to review his investment. Musk, from time to time, will acquire additional shares and retain or sell. And then from time to time, Musk may engage in discussions with board and family members or members of the management team of Twitter. Musk may express his views to the board and or members of Twitter management team or the public through social media. So he's laying all this out. And then he says the reporting person, who's Musk, has no present plans or intentions which would relate to any transactions described. And then he encloses 2 exhibits, Exhibit A and Exhibit B. And this is signed by him as true and correct, complete statement on April 13th, the day after the investor lawsuit was filed. So we'll look at, let me scroll first here. Let's go to, here's the first. He sent a text. As I indicated this weekend, I believe the company should be private. This is a text that I believe he sent to the CEO. The company should be private to go through the changes that need to be made. After the past several days of thinking this over, I've decided I want to acquire the company. He wants to buy Twitter and take it private. I'm going to send you an offer letter tonight. That'll be Exhibit B. It will be public in the morning. Are you available to chat? And then it's a voice script, best and final. I'm not playing the back and forth game. I have moved straight to the end. It's a high price and your shareholders would love it. If the deal doesn't work, given that I don't have confidence in the management, nor do I believe I can drive the necessary, I'm sorry I got cut off. This is not a threat. It's simply not a good investment without the changes that need to be made. And those changes won't happen without taking the company private. My advisors and my team are available after you get the letter to answer any questions. There will be more detail in our public filings, which is what I'm showing you, the public filing. So if we go back and scroll here to, here's the offer that he sends. It says, Exhibit B, Brett Taylor, he sends it to the chairman of the board. I invested in Twitter. This is from Elon Musk. I invested in Twitter as I believe in its potential to be a platform for free speech around the globe. And I believe free speech is a societal imperative for a functioning democracy. However, since making my investment, I now realize the company will neither thrive nor serve this societal imperative in its current form. Twitter needs to be transformed as a private company. As a result, I am offering to buy 100% of Twitter for $54.20 per share in cash a 54% premium, just what he stated that I read to you earlier in his filing, over the day before I began investing, and a 38% premium over the day before my investment was publicly announced. My offer is my best and final offer, and if it's not accepted, I will need to reconsider my position as a shareholder. Twitter has extraordinary potential. I will unlock it. I will unlock it. Elon Musk. Good letter. All right, so then I wanted to also show you, just to complete this. So that was his offer letter. This is before. This is back in April 4th. So this is earlier. This is the initial letter that was sent to Elon Musk from Twitter, inviting him to join the board. And this was their agreement. It's referred to as the letter of agreement. It says Twitter and Elon Musk hereby agree as follows: that Elon Musk could be a director, appointed as director, and that company security. He also agrees that he will not become the beneficial owner of more than 14.9% of the company of common stock. Now, this was sent initially, back on April 4th, at the time he was making the disclosure that he was now a 9% owner of Twitter. They're offering him the board position on the board, which I think he subsequently turned down. And I think he also turned down the 14.9% total ownership. So he responded with having this conversation, right, about he's going to send a letter. He wants to take it private. And then he goes and sends this offer right here to Brett Taylor. So I don't know. I don't know what the outcome is yet, whether or not he's going to be buying Twitter. But here's his offer to purchase 100% of the outstanding shares. So that is Elon Musk's offer on the table, I guess, for Twitter right now, $54.20 per share. He wants to take it private to make the changes to transform Twitter, to unlock it. It has extraordinary potential, according to Elon Musk. So what do you think? Think it's a good idea? Think it's a good idea that Elon Musk buys? Do you think Twitter's going to sell? We're going to find out. But, if there's more filings, then I'll keep you posted. So please do leave a comment, or if you have a question, hit the like button and hit the bell notification so you get you get told when my videos come out. And please do support my work by subscribing. And thank you to all of those of you who have subscribed. I appreciate supporting my work. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.